The pilot episode. Here we go again. With your three friends, Drew, Neil, and Perk. We got your favorite movies and shows. It's three guys nobody knows. The pilot episode.
What's up, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Pilot Episode Podcast. I've really got to get Perk to work on me a new video when I'm doing the intros for Hijack and I'm by myself because they are not with me. They unfortunately just don't feel like watching Hijack, and I hate it for them because they're really missing out. Because, boy, episode 3 is an absolute banger of Hijack. Idris Elba, Sam Nelson is going through some stuff. It starts off, we find out that he actually did not kill the man who we thought he killed at the end of episode 2 with the bomb inside the train station. And it kind of gets me back. I thought when that happened, I thought my theory was still in play. I thought Sam was still doing this to try and get the attention of the government, to try and get the attention of the police or policia, which you would call it here, to arrest the man who was responsible for the flight hijack. Unfortunately, we also find out that that is not the case. Once we find out that Sam is also being controlled by someone when they send him a picture of his wife. So he goes through all the trouble to make sure he saves this guy, which is great. You see, Sam is taking a different approach than the hijackers did in season 1. Sam is trying to save these people. He is not just at all costs trying to save his I guess ex-wife, now mother of his child, is what you would call it. So he is going and taking all the precautions in every way he can to make sure that this doesn't result in the death of other people, which is very noble of Sam. It really speaks to Sam's character and how he really cares about people and how he thinks he can outsmart everyone, which to this point he has shown he just about can outsmart everyone. But the people behind this are one step ahead of Sam. They planned this hijacking for the day that his son passed away, the 1 year anniversary of when he was killed in a car accident, which we find out now, Sam is telling us that this was not just an accident. This was planned. This was a murder. These people murdered his son because of how he did stuff for the Kingdom Flight. Or maybe he turned down some other opportunity they tried to give him, so they killed his son, and now this is why he's where he's at. But that, in the eyes of the authorities, makes it look like this is just a revenge tactic. This is Sam on the anniversary of his son's passing, just kind of going through it, and it makes him look very guilty. We also find out in this episode, like I called on the last episode, we have got someone else on the train. Sam does not know this yet. Sam has no idea what happened to this guy, the man he saved and was getting close to. And it was nice because we thought we were getting some sort of a friendship from Sam and the guy he saved in the second episode. All this to be said, he's kind of getting comfortable with him in the cockpit or engineer's thing. I'm still lost on what you would call that room. The engineer's car, I guess, is what you would call it on a train. And he's kind of getting friendly with him. And I thought we were getting to the point where maybe he would kind of help him out because he sees that Sam is not really behind this and he's doing everything he can to save these people. And so when Sam and the conductor go out into the tunnel, they're talking about how he's going to try and get a message now that the Wi-Fi is down to the authorities. If they can get his ex-wife and keep her safe, then he can end this whole thing. Well, then they go back into the cockpit and they find out, they go back into the cockpit or the engineer's room because of the lady screaming. She finds the man who is dead now, and she thinks Sam did it, even though she can clearly see the surprise in Sam's face whenever he sees the guy dead as well. And she asked him, what did he do? And she runs back into the back car, and she doesn't really say anything at first, which was kind of crazy. But Sam knows someone else is on this train. And if the lady's smart, which I think she is, I think she's very smart, she'll put it together that if Sam was surprised when he seen the guy dead, then it has to be the guy that went to the car before her. which it was. And we even see as the episode ends that he's got blood on his hands still. He's got the knife kind of hidden under his jacket. So he was not able to really hide that. But I guess people just weren't looking into him too much. But we see that they have another person on the train, which is very important. All that to say, when Sam thought he could get a message out because the Wi-Fi was down, that if they got a hold of his ex-wife, that he could end this whole thing, he finds out they also have a bomb under the train, which he was unaware of. These people are still going to be in jeopardy, even if he does get the message out there and they save his wife. And again, back to Sam's character, he doesn't want anyone to get hurt. So he's really in a conflict now. The engineer tries to still go run off and tell him, but Sam's not going to let him because as soon as they do that, then word gets out, then he could kill all the passengers, which Sam does not want. So, all in all, I think it has been a very, very good season. It's a really good episode in general. We also get his child's mother who confronts the guy who's there to, I guess, kidnap her or control her if something was to go wrong. She just flat out confronts him, goes and grabs an axe and starts beating in his windshield. And we don't really find out what happens in that scene, but we now know that they're face to face. He has the axe. I don't think he kills her here, but I think he does definitely capture her, detain her, whatever you want to call it. And so it puts Sam in a little bit more jeopardy once again because now they have someone that he cares about in their custody. It's a really, really good show, in my opinion. That's it for the breakdown of the episode. But it's a really, really good show, in my opinion, that we're just piggybacking off a really good first season of a show. And if you're into this suspense thing, again, I can't stress it enough to you guys. I've said it multiple times. This is a show you need to watch. If you like this type of thing, the suspense, the character, decisions that a character has to make that affects others as well as themselves, it's such a great, great plot. And I've been trying to get Perk and Neil to watch it. They just keep blowing it off. Neil's not a fan of Idris Elba. Perk still has yet to give me an answer as to why he doesn't want to watch the show. I think he's read some reviews or something. But as he knows, just like all of you know, reviews are not always the answer. We get negative reviews on stuff, and sometimes they are still really good. And this is one that is in that case, if you ask me. Really good show. Let's see here. I'm trying to wrap this thing up. I think that is going to be all I have for this episode. I know it's another short one, but again, these hijack episodes are going to be kind of short. They're just me talking to you about the movie. But again, I think it was a really good episode. Let's see here. What can I say for a question for you guys? What do you think? What do you think's going on right now? What do you think the end result of this thing is? How do you think this plays out? Do you think they capture the guy that Sam's trying to get them in touch with, that trying to get the authorities to capture, which we find out they kind of have already, which is also very concerning. I don't know how this thing plays out. I'm actually at a loss for words. My theory got blown out of the water this episode when we find out that someone is controlling Sam. So, if you have any ideas of what's going on, make sure you leave them in the comments down below. Let me know what you think is going to be going on. And if you leave comments, I will address them next episode that I do for Hijack next week. And I'll see if I agree with you or if I disagree with you. But I would love to know what your opinion is on what's going to play out. But that's going to do it for this episode. We will be back tomorrow with our movie review of Rounders. Such a great movie. You guys definitely make sure you check that one out. All three of us will be here for that one. But that's going to do it. We'll see you guys then. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and tell Grandma Deborah the Pilot Episode Podcast has made another.
The pilot episode.